Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is Alexandra Karakopoulou, and she is a world-class astrologer, a psychological astrologer who's living in Athens, Greece. And I am Sue Ellis-Saller, the editor-in-chief and founder of Spiritual Business Spotlight, and I'm also a professional tarot reader. So hello, Alexandra. Welcome.
Hello, Sue. Hello again. After a long period that we haven't seen each other online, because I had my COVID thing.
Yeah, which we didn't really talk about that. To everybody, last month.
No.
That's why we missed our
Yes.
session, was because Alexandra was nursing her way through a COVID. And my mom's here. Hi,
Hey, hello. Hello, Sue, Mom.
Mom. Hello. So we're going to talk about
Yes.
the forecasts of what's coming up for the month of February. And we have created a book that is available to purchase. It will be, I'll go ahead and put the link in the comments. And it's $22, and it has the tarot and horoscopes for the year 2022 with space for you to reflect on the month, and also all of the new moons, full moons, transits that you need to be aware of. Like Mercury is going direct, I think, this week, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Actually, from today, let's say from today, we breathe more.
Okay.
We breathe. I think you can all feel it, that we are like, inhale, exhale, and something good is starting to happen. And tomorrow it's official. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So why don't you share a little bit about what's coming up for the new moon and full moon? And I am going to share that we are online and that people can join us. Okay.
Okay. Perfectly. So let me start with the new moon. But actually, the new moon happened on the 1st of February. So we have it behind us. And it was not an easy new moon, I would say, because it just happened together with some planetary aspects which were hard, like this square of Uranus and Saturn, which is always hard. And it was like really, let's say, with a lot of fire, explosive. And as everything that's big, like these aspects which are big, the new moon as an example, they have an effect also for the next days to come. So that means that we are already inside this effect until today, actually, where everything is starting to smooth over. And since on the February the 4th, like tomorrow, Mercury is going again in his straight path, that means that communication will be better. We also have a full moon on the 16th in Leo, which is also fiery, and actually we should be really aware of everything that's hidden. It's a period of time where hidden truth or secrets are not at the best point of their, let's say, how can I say that, their line, because everything that's hidden is going to come up in the light. So everything that's dark, secrets, dark thoughts, negative vibes, everything is going to be discovered, and we're going to get the answers that we need. So a lot of inner searching is happening in February. February is for sure a better month than January. Much better. So this is like overall for February. And since we haven't done anything for January, and since people that are watching us want to maybe take a title with them for the whole 2022, I would say a title. And I would say that 2021, we had a lot of things to do that had to do with restrictions. And if I could put a title, would be like the big change is happening and restrictions are here to stay. For 2022, restrictions come as a subtitle, and the main title is economical crisis. I know this is the last thing that you want to hear me saying, but all over throughout 2022, we will have to face some economical crisis effects, unfortunately, and this goes globally. So
That's definitely not what anybody wants to hear right now, especially after the crunch that was, all of everything that was, kind of 2020 and 2021, which was very interesting. So I had some cards falling out, but actually I had the King of Pentacles upright. And so this tells me to be calm about your finances, make sure that you're in a stable position, be very grounded in the way that you're thinking about things, because crisis times can also lead you to this. And I've had this come up in my own life in working with kind of the energies around this. It really encourages you to prioritize and to make sure that you're focused on what's most important. So get rid of the things, go through your PayPal accounts, go through all of your subscriptions, make sure that you're not, superfluously spending money on things that you're really not using, because I know it's easy to sign up for a really cool, subscription that you don't use, or for a class that you don't use. So the King of Pentacles is really telling me, get grounded, be very responsible and mature about what you're doing with your money. And hopefully by making these different decisions and by looking at money in a different way. And then we also have the Seven of Wands, who came up out of here as well. And she generally does represent that struggle that you're talking about. But also in this card, you can see her centering within herself, not only centering within herself, but also shielding herself. So I think that's really important for us to take forward when you consider the two of these, the pair of these, that you really do need to focus on protecting the assets that you already have and not, kind of a knee-jerk response to anything. Financial crises can happen, but if you sit tight, tuck down, hunker through, you can get through it with, I'm not financial. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can eat noodles instead of steak, kind of thing.
Yes, you have to have options. You have to have a plan B, plan C, plan D, and etc. Because this is the way of the world at this point, and 2022 has to do with that. You're gonna see, we're gonna hear a lot of things happening because of the inflation, because of all the COVID situation. In some way, it's gonna the world is going to react.
Right. But I also have a lot of, because they're saying right now that a lot of the stock market, the corporations aren't suffering. They're pulling in all of these fantastic profits. And so this inflation is kind of and this is also this new world thinking that we've been talking about, that square aspect of the old versus the new, and really kind of thinking about the ethics of the companies that we're working with and how we're doing business in ourselves, because we do have these mass, like they are calling it the Great Resignation in America, where people are going into freelance careers, but they have to be careful about that. And I'll probably talk about that later on, but just making sure that they're not going from the frying pan into the fire, because just because you're a freelancer, I'm a freelancer as well. And a lot of times you have to watch out and make sure that you're being given fair, conditions and pay scale to work in, because people will pay you pennies if you accept pennies, really.
Oh yes, I know what you mean, but we have to be aware of the process and of the whole situation. This is why we should take care of that, for sure.
Right, exactly. And just raise your hand if you need me to talk. You need me to take over talking. So
yes, of course, because you already know I had the problem with my voice. I had a lot of problems actually from COVID. It was not an easy case, but I'm here. I survived and I am still in recovery. And I'm trying to do my best to get fit again, step by step.
Yep.
So I will start with Aries for February.
Okay.
So the motto of the month is like, stay serious. Yes, you are serious, don't worry. Responsibility is the key word for February, my fearless Aries. Your business life is favored. This is a good thing. On February 4th, the communication planet Mercury is coming on its straight path and things clear finally. You can proceed with your plans, discussions, decisions. This is a good month for your finances and overall, since your income will possibly increase. You seem to be really busy, so your love life comes second place. Whoever is single now could meet someone very interesting who is going to turn your world upside down. Otherwise, if you're considering to having a baby, this is a good time for it. So have fun, gather with friends and loved ones, and be careful. Your health and energy is favored. They are favored. The full moon on February 16th in the glamorous Leo brings intense emotions on the surface. Your libido is also high, so be aware.
Well, that sounds like a good month for
Aries, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, it's not a bad month. It's better. It's much better than January.
That's good then. Definitely good. And for Aries, I got the Emperor today. So this means that, you have to be assertive and powerful and take charge in your life. It's, the things that you want aren't going to come to you. You have to kind of put one foot in the other and make a conscious effort to have, to get them. The Emperor is also that male dominated energy. It can be a warrior if it needs to, but more than that, it is a leader. It's organized. It takes charge. I think that this, like you said, responsibility is the key word. And the Emperor is a card of responsibility and taking responsibility for your life, your actions, and what comes up. And for your love life too.
Yes. 3 times yes. So when we go on with Taurus, since the motto of the month is enjoy the moment, you can enjoy. You are a zodiac sign which enjoys, so I'm not afraid of that. Work is written all over the place in bold letters in February for you, my central Taurus. On February 4th, the communication planet Mercury is coming on its straight path and things are moving on again. Yes, positive thinking is mandatory. From the second half of the month, you can start making more serious decisions. The doors will open, money will be stable, and it seems that there are no difficult financial troubles in the future. Your personal life will be also favored. Dynamic Mars conjuncts with sensual Venus and gives you opportunities to meet interesting people from other cultures and maybe make a faraway trip you always wished for. Your energy levels are high, so enjoy. The full moon on February 16th in glamorous Leo distracts you and may fool you in your decisions, so be aware of possible illusions. Yep.
Well, that's interesting because for Taurus for the month, I got the moon. Oh. And the moon is a card of illusions. It's a card of, also these things bubbling up to the surface. So the things that at once might have been kept in the dark are coming to light. So don't try and avoid that though, because a lot of people tend to suppress or repress anything that they want to kind of remain in the shadows. But it's just kind of like that scary blob of something that you see out of the corner of your eye and you don't know what it is. When you turn the light on and you see how harmless whatever it is actually, then it's no longer anything to fear. It's something that you can understand. So I think for Taurus, this is going to be a month of looking into the shadows, integrating those shadows into their real life, and kind of accepting that and moving forward and not trying to hide anymore.
This makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gemini, motto of the month, enjoy the changes. Yes, we are in changes. Time to move on in February, my communicative Gemini. New projects, job offers, positive vibes. It is finally happening. The finances are also in a good place. Your personal life is also favored. Maybe you are in a constant moving mode. Move to a new city, change furniture, repair your home, whatever. If you're still single, your other half may be waiting for you. Don't worry about it. If you're married, be careful of misunderstandings with your in-laws. You'll find a way getting out of it. If you plan to go on a trip, just do it. Your health is good, so there is enough reason for you to smile. The full moon on February 16th in glamorous Leo may be the correct date for you to travel. Fly away if you can. So,
Nice.
yeah, this is better, much better, you'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Only
Yeah.
the full moon is a bit strange, as I spoke at the
Mm.
beginning. Only the full moon. This full moon is like, yeah. I mean, February goes like starts with a down, then it goes up, then it goes down again, and then up.
Huh.
Mm.
And what, oh, Leo, you said. The full moon is in Leo this month? Okay.
Fire.
Yes, definitely. But you said for Gemini, it was really good. And I also got the sun this month. And the sun is the most optimistic, the most refreshing card in the tarot deck, basically. So everything is a go. All of this new opportunity, money, social life. I think Gemini is going to have a really good month with it this month. So there is really nothing in the sun card to be sad about, to fear. It's just going to be a bright, happy month for Gemini. I think
And I'm so happy about it. So
and
happy.
they're ruled by Mercury, right? So Mercury turning direct again will be a positive influence on their life as well. So bringing in that new fresh air and making things better again. Perfect. Wonderful.
So we're going with Cancer. Motto of the month, happy new life. Re-examinations of life will happen within February, my home-loving Cancer. You will look into you and find new perspectives and challenges that will come to an end, let's say. New projects, new ideas, or a new job opportunity comes your way. Exciting. Maybe you wish to move to a different city or travel abroad? Well, this month is the right moment. Your finances have seen better days though. You have to settle all debts and obligations. Your personal life goes some serious changes. It seems that you are in the center of attention now. Don't worry. Planetary aspects will help you to solve many issues. Take care of your health and energy and relax more. The full moon on February 16th in the glamorous Leo sheds light on your inner world and you are more sensitive than normal, and maybe your insecurities won't help you a lot. So stay calm.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
So I got a little bit of a card that kind of sometimes I got the Eight of Swords, but it's reversed.
So,
this might be that, but okay, swords are usually about thoughts, ideas, actions, the way that you see yourself and your situation. So even though you have these new re-examination of life, exciting new ideas and projects that you mentioned, Cancer might hold themselves back this month. They might not feel like they're ready yet to begin, or they might feel obligated to family because, Cancer is always obligated to family, keeping them from moving forward. So I think it's important for Cancers at this point in time to really evaluate if they are going for these transformative situations or looking into these opportunities, and they're worried about not being able to move forward. Try to, number one, write a pros and cons list and see, okay, and number two, figure out if the fears that you have and the doubts that you have are grounded in reality, or if your mind is just playing tricks on you about what is and is not possible for you to do. If it is something that you're stuck for the moment in, that's okay. You know, we can't all move forward every time that we want to, but really see if this is your mind or reality.
This is good. This is a good point because they have the insecurities. So
Yeah.
they are insecure zodiac sign. Actually, they have to work very hard for the insecurities because they feel they mostly feel bad about themselves, even if they didn't do anything wrong, because they get really depressed from the things that are happening around them. So they're very sensitive. For me, Cancer is very sensitive. This is why they're whining all the time. It's a protection of their very sensitive heart, actually. Yeah, but they're really whining. Really. Oh my God. So we go on with Leo. Motto of the month: make the impossible possible. So easy for you. February is a very important month for you, my Leo King. You may have to prove yourself, though, your talents, your efforts. Work is intense, and you sure know how to do it. Challenges won't be missing, so be aware of disagreements. Only your strongest arguments will help you. Financially, this month is good for you. Maybe you will profit from real estate. Your personal life is not at its best at the moment. A lot is happening. Stories from the past come up, separations to be discussed. Seriously, family issues will be resolved, though. Whoever is in a relationship may face some ups and downs. The full moon in your zodiac sign on the 16th of the month hides some obstacles, so you should be more careful than ever. Take care of your health and relax more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mixed bag for Leo, huh?
Mm.
And I get the Hanged Man reversed, though, for them. And this tells me it's time for them to move forward. It's not a time to draw back. It's not a time to wait. It's not a time to get stuck in kind of that, I don't want to say like a decision paralysis kind of thing. It's time to move forward. All of these things, like you said, make the impossible possible. They need to prove themselves, and they're not going to prove themselves by sitting in their room and holding themselves back from moving forward. So what they do want to do, though, is to connect with their center and connect with their divine wisdom, because that is going to be an important part of moving forward. They don't want to move forward just blindly kind of not lashing out, but you know what I mean? Like blindly seeking something, just speedily moving ahead. That might be the energy that's kind of getting them, sweeping them along in a way. But bring your brain with you wherever you go, Leo, this month. I mean, you're going to really need it to kind of make your decisions. Don't lose your head, especially if you tend to get fiery when people challenge you, or when you're doing something new and you feel like you have to prove yourself. Sometimes you got to do something 10 times perfectly, and you can't, it's just like when, for example, if you're practicing a musical piece or something like that, and you're going to various auditions or something like that, you really have to make sure that you bring your A game with you every time, and that you can either integrate mistakes into the process or keep your cool if you don't necessarily perform in the way that you had hoped it would be.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Really. It's amazing every time. I'm very moved, every time how perfect you're expressing everything that I wish to say for, the deepest meaning of, let's say, zodiac forecast. Perfect. Perfect. So we go with Virgo, my ascendant. Find your balance. My God. Interpersonal relationships are your focus in February, my organizational Virgo. On February 4th, we know what's happening. Communication planet Mercury comes again in his straight path. Woohoo! The small or big obstacles seem to go away finally. Things must be discussed and everything takes its natural process. This is good. We want that. If you'll travel, though, you should be very careful with your documents from the middle until the end of the month. Your finances are stable. Your love life seems to be favored now. Dynamic Mars conjuncts with Venus, and together with lucky Jupiter, they bring the love. Parties, gatherings, interesting conversations, and new acquaintances will be part of your daily life. Be careful of the elderly people around you. They might need your help. Also, take care of your health and sleep well. I know that's very good. The full moon on February 16th in the glamorous Leo sheds shadows on your decisions and you cannot see clearly. So you might need to take a second look on your personal issues.
Okay. Interesting.
It's not Libra, it's Virgo. You wrote Libra. Libra
sorry, Virgo.
No problem. I just saw that.
Yeah, and I have it written down right on my notes, but I just wrote it down.
That happens. We are live.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
worry.
And I'm trying to note times and keep track of everything too. So
I understand.
For Virgo, I got the 9 of Wands reversed. And this is a card that tells me that you just don't want to fight anymore. Like you're done with, kind of putting up your dukes, feeling always like you have to. And this is where you're saying finally processes are moving forward again. You don't really have to, stand with fists anymore. You don't have to defend your place. You can finally breathe easy and understand that the work that you did up till now is actually going to move you forward, and that you can kind of ride on the momentum of the things that you put into place. And it's also a thing about sometimes you just got to choose your battles and you got to say, okay, I'm done fighting this. I don't really care about it so much, or, to actually expend so much energy. I'm going to put my sword down, put my shield down, and take a break from things. Mm-hmm.
Very important. Me with an ascendant, because we always talk about you're reading your zodiac sign, your sun, but you have to read also your ascendant. It's important.
Yes.
And since it is my ascendant, I can talk about it. Yes, it's totally, it's difficult because I feel it in my bones, this fighting, and you need to take a step back and find the balance. And we don't want to fight anymore. We're tired.
Yeah.
Just tired.
Just tired, and sometimes you just gotta reserve your energy for other things, for healing.
You're telling me reserving energy since after the COVID thing. My energy is coming slowly back. So we're going with Libra now. So the motto of the month is keep on moving. You have to organize your daily life in February, my diplomatic Libra. Everything will go smoothly and will get much better towards the end of the month. Your finances will be stable. The focus, though, will be your family life and your personal life, your home. Repairs, changes, new furniture, decorations. Things are happening and you're enjoying it. Yes, the expenses might increase, but it is for a good cause. Find your inner balance. You will need it in the near future. The full moon on February 16th in the glowing, glamorous Leo sheds light on some issues of the past. Be aware of the traps. Find your inner balance because you will need it really in the future. I'm saying it twice because it's important. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got the sun reversed. Now, this is a card that upright or reversed, it's still a really good card to have. But when it is reversed, see what's in the shadows. See what you need to kind of, if you are shining a light in one area of your life, What is darkened by that? So, for example, you said that they're going to be focused on their home and family life and things like that. So, if you're redecorating, for example, make sure that you can afford the things that you want to afford. Or if you are working with your family and you're making a lot of time and energy and space for them, make sure that it's not at your own, uh, at a loss of self-care time for yourself. So balance those expenses and um,
Time.
benefits, rewards from
Mhm.
time, energy, money that you're putting out there. And like I said, it's not the worst card in the whole deck at all. Upright
No,
reverse, the sun is a good card to have.
perfect. So we
Yes.
go on with our favorite, our zodiac sign, our sun, Scorpio, Scorpio.
Yeah.
So it's never too late. This is the title. This is the motto, never too late. Time to expand your knowledge, my mysterious Scorpio. You're expanding your connections too. Maybe you'll reconnect with some old flames, friends from the past, acquaintances, who knows. Issues from the past may make an entrance, but you'll be able to resolve them once and for all. For all the creative heads around there, this is a good month. You'll get more popular and you'll enjoy the lights. Financially, it's a nice period. Earnings and expenses are like in a balance. Your personal life experiences hide some happy surprises. Time is the best doctor for everything, and you know this well enough. Your energy is in high levels and your health is too. The full moon on February 16th in glamorous Leo tests your trust in your professional and personal life. So, not too bad.
Not too bad at all. And it's kind of funny because the Chariot came up for Scorpio as well. And this is a card of inner balance, finding balance, resolving things. You said equilibrium or something like that. So keeping an even
Yes.
head or,
In a balance.
yeah,
Yes.
inner balance.
Balance.
And the Chariot
Mhm.
driver has to have inner balance. He has to be in control of the direction that the Chariot is going into as well. So I think that, again, this really, Trace is saying hi.
Hi, hello, Therese.
Hello. So for Scorpios this month, it is a thing about centering within yourself, finding that inner equilibrium. It is a card of travel and movement, but it's also a card of confidence and creativity. Well, I won't say creativity, but I will say centering in yourself and becoming confident in the person that you are and the decisions that you're making for
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
And decision making, actually, no? Decision.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it fits, it fits, it fits.
Yeah. Mhm.
Let's go on with Sagittarius. Action! February is a very active month for you, my joyful Sagittarius. It seems that all your projects are developing nicely. Everything is coming up roses. Your bank account looks also good and money seems to come your way. Your personal life is in focus throughout the month. A major repair, a construction in your apartment, a domestic issue. Some challenging times lie ahead, actually, not always easy. Work and home are your main issues now. Stay focused. Relationships with some relatives, which suffered in the past, will remain as they are. You cannot change a thing, unfortunately. The energy is high and you're in good health. The full moon on February 16th in the glamorous Leo sheds light on all the traps and secrets that are finally easily revealed.
Interesting. So I got the High Priestess though for Sagittarius, and this is a card of kind of connecting with your intuition, with your own internal power. It's also a card of things that are still brewing. They still need time to develop. These are projects that are just starting out that you know doing the work in the background for things that are going to come to fruition later on. So I think it's a really good card to tell you to, trust yourself, trust your intuition, and see where you're guided to move forward, what areas of life you're guided into to changing and working with during the month. So yeah, it's a good card, definitely, but
Yes,
it
it's a good
is,
one.
yeah. So Anyam, I think, is asking, hi, I'm American, and hi, Anyam. So
Hello. But we're going on with Capricorn. Yo, yo, yo. So, motto of the month, set your boundaries. Find your strength during February. My workaholic Capricorn. Business and pleasure are on for this month, and you shouldn't take it for granted. You will get the job done, though, and find time for your partner too. You will also see your professional life booming, and they'll respect you, and you get really happy. Progress is done. Financially, you experience a lot of ups and downs. Yes, the expenses increase at the moment, but you can handle it. Dynamic Mars and sensual Venus will be in your sign on February 16th, a nice aspect together with the full moon that boosts your love life. Single, married, or just in a strong relationship, all of you will experience intense feelings and positive changes in general. The full moon also, as I spoke about before on the 16th in the glamorous Leo, brings you some financial ups and downs again. You are charming and attractive though, and your health is also in a good place, so you'll get over this.
ooh, interesting. Because I got the Ace of Swords reversed, and this is telling me,
Oh,
and look at how much of a Capricorn card this is. I mean, in a way,
wow.
if you could think about
Wow.
how it is, but this
Ooh.
is telling me that they need to kind of look backwards in order to go forwards. This is not a time for new ideas and new experiences and anything new. This is a time to double down on what you already know
My
and
husband.
to use your experience and knowledge and prior, kind of, if you need to revisit people you've already talked to before, if you need to reach back into your Rolodex for contacts from before. But this is also, as we said earlier, swords are about intellect and thoughts and ideas and things like that. So don't give up on an idea just because it hasn't fully uh, come to light yet. Double down on that idea, especially if you know it's a good idea, and put the energy and effort. We know Capricorn is fine with putting, and also they're fine with putting effort into things, and they're also fine with doing things in a very classical, conservative way. So I think that is part of this, as well as just leaning in on their natural way of doing things in order
Yeah,
to move forward.
I know that. I experience it a lot every day.
Yeah, your husband is a Capricorn. So, yep, my son's a Capricorn. So I'll have to.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
They always do it, but the way they do it is their own way. So they know better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let
know.
him.
So we go on to Aquarius. Motto of the month is you have the power. A big short is happening in February in my area, Aquarius. Yes, the obstacles are more than enough, but you will overcome all of them. Manage your obligations and find a way to do the work needed. Financially, there will be a certain stability. Domestic issues come up this month. Family and loved ones are affected. Also, a lot of changes at home, repairs, construction, new furniture. The full moon on February 16th in glamorous Leo wants you to be more careful of secrets and dangerous paths. Yes, you are feeling energetic, so walk a lot in nature, relax, and don't forget to breathe. Be careful of your diet since there is a tendency for gaining weight.
Hmm. Interesting. You know, I got the Page of Pentacles, and what you are saying is really interesting too, because they might, what you said about going on a walk with nature, about finding balance within themselves, about other people in their lives being a little bit off center or imbalanced or stuck. This is a card of stuckness and not being able to move forward. It's also, you know, usually sometimes it's a younger person or a younger thinking person who might be going to school or finding an education. But if it's reversed, this person or your own experience in your life, if you were thinking about going back to school, you might run into obstacles and challenges as a result of that. And this is what you were saying, that obstacles and challenges come up for Aquarius this month. So when you keep that in mind, that you may have obstacles, it might decrease your frustration, because forewarned is forearmed. And so you can really think, okay, this month I'm going to have challenges, so I'm going to meditate better or more often. Food and mood hand in hand. So make sure that you are eating a balanced diet that's got a lot, you know, a lighter diet as well, because when you succumb to all of the yummies and the cookies and the Cokes and this and that and the other thing, it's going to make you feel bad, you know, and you don't need that this month. Right now, this month, you need to be balanced and focused, and even though it might be a little hard.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Pisces. Motto of the month: stay positive. Supportive friends are a strong issue in February for you, my dreamy Pisces. You might need them at work more than before. The higher placed, the better. Problems of the past might show up again, and you'll need a solution. Be prepared for some minor misunderstandings. Look out for the like-minded among you, so you'll get support. Financially, you experience stability. Everything is as it should be. Your personal life is also favored. A new romantic relationship that may turn into something serious. A friend that will turn out a great lover. A new flame from abroad. Everything is possible. The full moon on the February 16th in the glamorous Leo attracts secrets. You have to be really careful of your health though, so relax more and get some sleep. Yep.
That sounds like good advice for everybody. We're all like, eat your veggies, get some sleep, meditate, relax this month.
The whole month.
Yeah, for the whole month, for everybody. Just, yeah, take care of yourself.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it's not only for this month. I have a feeling, because I wrote, we co-wrote something special this year. It's for every month this year. Mm-hmm. Eat well, sleep well, eat your veggies, and meditate, because the obstacles are not going to stop coming, even on 2022.
Yeah. And it's better to take really good care of yourself and create that foundation where you can be healthier, have a better mindset, really be able to fall back into habits that are good for you instead of falling into habits that aren't so good for you. I mean, we all binge or splurge or whatever occasionally, but it's just really kind of doing that 80-20 rule where you're 80% of the time focused on the good for you things, and 20%, you can enjoy or indulge or whatever. Another Ace of Swords reversed. So this again is a card of thoughts and ideas. You don't need new things. You need to look at the way that you were doing things before. You might not get that breath of fresh air this month, Pisces. Mm-hmm. So what is really important for you is, instead of charging off into new thoughts or really kind of misinterpreting or misunderstanding anything new, try and take a step back. If there's something that you don't understand, or a miscommunication, or something that's not flowing properly, leave it, sleep on it, come back to it the next day. And also, if you think that something has changed, look back at the way it was before and try to evaluate if this thing has actually changed, or if for some reason you're reading it in a different way right now. So I just really think it's important for Pisces this month not to allow their mind to trick them.
Yeah. I mean, I spoke before. It's a month that has, I say that February has two phases. It's divided in two phases, and it starts with a down, up, and then a down, and an up. Until the half of the month, it's okay. Up until, from today until the 14th, something like this, it's going to be smoother. Then it has an obstacle again, and then at the end of the month, it's getting really, you breathe again. But since Mars is also in Capricorn, and Mars in Capricorn, Capricorn is institution, law, order, and Mars is war, explosion, dynamic. Think about what's happening. That means that it's like you're having a bomb ticking. Again, I'm speaking about a bomb. Or like you have a match, and you give fire to the match, and then it explodes. So it's important to stay calm. It's important to focus on the good things that happened before, that will happen eventually at a point. And don't ask for more. I'm always talking about this all these years. Don't ask for more. Find solutions to the problems and be as flexible as you can be, because this is the key of the change that we're living in. Flexibility.
Interesting.
Yes. If you're not into the flexibility, you will lose your mind, you will lose the balance, you will lose the earth under your feet. So
yeah,
be careful. We can do it, but it's
Okay, so this is the Emperor card, and this is a Mars related card, and you can see that it is a very dynamic and active, and he has his armor on. He's sitting in his chair. He's in red, which is a very dynamic, sometimes violent color, but
Passion.
he's ready, to go to battle for what he believes in, and for what he stands for. He is a leader, but you also said, right, you have to temper this dynamic fire energy with being a leader, with being organized, with being a Vorschau, an example for other people, so that you don't have to act on every urge that you have. You can sit in contemplation of of what you want to happen in life. You don't always have to reach out for more, because I think that's one of the things I could talk about that for, a long time, but that it's really one of the things that I see coming up a lot as a theme is this always in growth, always wanting more, always needing expansion. And it's not natural.
No.
So we have to kind of temper that, and again, focus on what's most important to us: our health, our families, our security, our stability. And sometimes taking a step back is better for all of those things. So I think it's really interesting. So
yes, all the people have the urge, and it's human that you have the urge to develop and to move on and to not to take a step back, but to take the step forward. And you're running to go, you're running towards what actually? Because life is happening. Whatever you're doing, life is happening. And I think that maybe this is the biggest challenge of this change. And I'm getting to know this now because of all of the situations that's happening, that the challenge is to not lose yourself, because you have a basic, you know who you are. Actually, everybody knows who he or she is. But the main challenge is to learn, to know that you can survive every situation actually, and learn to be satisfied with small steps, and not be such a perfectionist, because this can ruin you. Because it ruins you from in the inside to the outside. And yes, we energetic people are always talking about the positive vibe. It doesn't mean that we stay positive all the time. We have also our negative thoughts, and we have our times that we are afraid of everything. But as soon as we are talking about it and we're seeing, and we're like staying, like even if as a mantra, like you're talking about, yes, I'm positive. I will see that every day. I will write it in a post-it. I will write it as a post on Facebook and Instagram. This helps you and all the other people to not forget that, yes, it can happen someday.
Right.
This is the most important challenge for me this year, most of all the years that I found myself in these situations, to be more flexible, to take a step, little step, baby steps, and not be a perfectionist, but to be satisfied with my daily life, even if it's not perfect.
Yeah, and that's life, you know. that and like you said, the expectation of perfection is just something that it rots you away, because nothing is ever perfect. And so it's frustrating to try and force everything to be perfect when it's just not going to be.
No, you have to be patient. And yes, there are people who are millionaires, I understand that, and billionaires, but even those people have their problems. Believe me, they are never satisfied. So it's a human thing. You have to accept it. It's a human thing. You always want more, but the thing is, maybe you shouldn't ask for more. You should be like, yes, I have that now, and maybe I will get more, but I'm not gonna die for it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And how much of that is an illusion? How much of that is true reality, and how much of it is an illusion? And you know, so I'm sure we can talk about this forever. But yeah, that is also the magician in tarot is you know, the possibility and potential, but also how much of it is real and how much of it is smoke and mirrors. So interesting times. So Alexandra, I'm going to let your voice rest now. And everybody, thank you so much for showing up and sharing with us today. We always have a replay available at Spiritual Business Spotlight. We have a podcast version. So if you don't want to watch us, if you're riding in your car or whatever, it's on SoundCloud and iTunes. And we're also on YouTube, so you can watch a replay there. Again, we do have a tarot and horoscopes for 2022 available, and I will put that in the show notes after the show, and I'll also put it into the comments. So thank you, Alexandra.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Happy February, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.